It's crazy. I spoke on this on my last video about the fight Rick Ross had in Canada and Drake enabling it. Welcome back to Intel Hip Hop, my intelligent gang. I'm your host, Duo Stax. If you're new here, tap that subscribe button and notification bell to stay locked in whenever we upload. Now, as y'all know, Drake has inserted himself by liking the post and celebrating the case of the beats of Rick Ross and his team. Now, I told y'all that Drake is going to provoke people in Florida that rocks with Rose. Now you got Florida OG Uncle Luke, and he plays for his home team, always repping for his state. Now he stated that Drake inserted himself into something he's not ready for. Now when you listen to when he talks, he sounds very frustrated, might be angry just because somebody from his hometown had to deal with that situation, which he feels is unacceptable. The crazy thing is, I told y'all this will happen. I predicted it. OG Uncle Luke, he actually went live from his Instagram and broke everything down, you know, and spoke on and spoke on Tupac and Biggie and talks about his last conversation he had with those guys. You know, he's been in that era and he watched stuff like this play out already.
My boy Ross and his guys in Canada, that's unacceptable. I expect more out of Mr. Drake. When there's violence, you don't condone it. Now you've inserted yourself. Even if you were not involved, half of the country think you set the man up.
I had to pause there for a second. Now, Uncle Luke is definitely speaking facts. Drake making it seem as if he has something to do with it. And you could tell by the look on Uncle Luke's face, he's not feeling none of this, and he's going to stand for Florida.
They book a show in Canada, and you send your goons out there to agitate and start a fight with Ross. And y'all do what you do on the TV. Half the country think that. So you validate that even if you did not do that. A piece for Tupac and Biggie. I seen how it end, man.
I had to pause it again. Now, Uncle Luke is saying this for a reason. You know, he was in that era when that Tupac and Biggie stuff was going down. And right now, it's just looking like a rerun.
And you like the post. You just inserted yourself as. Now, look how this all play out. I'll keep it 1,000. Look how it all play out. Oh, so half the country thinking that Roston played the record, the Kendrick Lamar record, and he got jumped on because he played the Kendrick Lamar record. So now you got a whole West Coast of people. They at your head. Oh, that's really, what you're not really about.
Everybody has this misconception that Drake isn't about that life. But as of right now, Drake is showing that he actually about that life. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a man before he's anything. And if he's not tolerating disrespect, you can't knock Drake for that. Now, I don't know if these guys are saying this because Drake background, but anybody can turn into whatever at any moment if their back is against the wall, because a scary guy do a lot of damage. This is why you shouldn't underestimate anyone under no circumstance. Now, Drake already knows that people think he's soft, and probably in the back of his head, he's going to show people that he's not.
To have a whole coast at your head, you don't want that.
Now, like I said in my last video, the country is really thinking Drake set Ross up, but at the same time, you know, Rick Ross could have possibly just been trolling prior to that and didn't want to take anything beyond that and didn't want to see Drake harm. But at the end of the day, it's the chess game. Rick Ross dropped this location, but it's not hard to look up and see what Ross and see where he's having a show. He posts flyers on his Instagram. But OG Luke has spoke, man. Hopefully Drake and Ross can have a sit down before this goes any further. Now you still got 50 Cent coming and joking that Rick Ross situation.
I'm saying.
You saw that happened in Canada. Rick Ross got up, man.
That nigga's crazy. Yeah.
All his bodyguards need to resign.
But
They failed the number one thing. They ain't got nobody body, including their own. I mean, what just stayed down there and kept letting them
thing right.
And I don't think he's letting up. And also, a lot of people think this is about race. I don't think it's about race, because I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar probably got white guys that arrive for him on the West Coast. And Rick Ross probably has white guys that arrive for him in Florida. You know, it's just a matter of whose favorite artist is who's rocking with who, what state you're from, who you're rocking with, and people out choosing sides, man. But this has been an exclusive message. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.